Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kendall Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. He spins free. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now here's Mahomes, and he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Able to spin free. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that 2nd level and block the linebackers, and now the running back's got some room to roam.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. First down, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. 20. Wide open receiver complete. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more after this. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch him now, Barney.
They get it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
They fake the give, now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nice move at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breeden. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Mahomes. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. So. Z.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. So.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Mahomes now on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Allen now on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Samson Ebukam, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
No. Check. Patriot. Pick it up. All right, now, look at 56. 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Gone, 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 gone.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Detroit,
After the incomplete
Detroit.
pass, here now is second and 10.
Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Welcome back now here in London. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit. 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 Detroit.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Oh, the return is Henderson. And spins away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They run again with Breida. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. gets it. Past the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Here's Breida. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Watch it now, Barney!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Throwing again. Allen. The 20. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
A give to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Bryant tacks on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To the air. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll toss it to Breida. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to, second and one is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bye.